Not a little bit quieter.
Now, this is the town bell, cast in 1748. This is considerably older than most of the premises that you see when you look up the High Street of Chesham. It's been in service for 200 years plus before the town hall was demolished in 1965, where it has been carefully looked after by the demolition contractor and returned to the museum only last year. So what we would like to do with this bell is to actually put it back above the clock where it belongs. That is obviously going to cost, and we have had a feasibility study done by a bell hanger come clock engineer, and he says it's perfectly feasible to put it back in that tower. He's going to have to make a special frame to hang it on, and he will incorporate an electrically controlled hammer to strike the bell on the hour alongside the clock. And that, in this day and age, is rather nice because it's infinitely controllable. It doesn't have to annoy people during the night. It can actually switch itself off in the evening and come back on again at breakfast time. So it's daytime operational, not nighttime. Interestingly enough, in spite of its age, it is, to coin a phrase, sound as a bell. Not many people realise what bells are made of, and maybe you were interested. But it's actually made out of, would you believe, bell metal, which is a form of bronze, which is 70% copper and 30% tin. That makes it extremely hard, and that's where you manage to get the brilliant ring from. If it was just copper, it would be too soft and very, very dull to strike. However, this is good, and it's beautifully tuned. It's made by the Whitechapel Bell Foundry in London, who couldn't identify this particular bell because their records had been destroyed in a fire many years ago. But they could identify it as theirs because of the crown staples, that's these, which are part of the casting. They know that that is a Whitechapel pattern, so they could actually say that this was made at Whitechapel Bell Foundry. It has a clapper inside it, which originally was operated on the end of a rope from within the council chamber in the town hall. However, when we get it back above the tower, it will be an electronic mechanism. It will strike externally in this area here, because this is what bell hangers actually call the sound bow. It's actually much thicker metal there than it is in the rest of the profile. And that's where the delicious tone comes from. So just imagine for a moment being in the market on a Saturday morning and hearing this striking the hour. It's a delicious thought and very, very much part of Chesham's heritage. Historically, this bell was ringing above the town hall before the railway came to Chesham, before the current High Street became the High Street, when the shopping centre of Chesham was in Church Street. So it is very, very much part of Chesham. And what we are looking forward to, and a lot of people have mentioned this, is the commemoration next year of the outbreak of World War I. We would like to get it up in that tower so that it can take part in that commemoration service. And this is going to cost not a tremendous amount of money, but The estimate on this is approximately £8,000 in total to do all the engineering works and provide the access equipment to get it up into the tower. In today's terms, that's not an awful lot of money. That's the price of a cheap motor car, and the job's done. And we get our bell back.
What is the population of Chesham?
As far as I know, it's about 24,000.
21.
Is it?
So if
21,000.
If everyone donated £1 even,
Oh yes, that's plenty.
job done.
Yeah.